All right, so get this. We're diving into this world where Cristiano Ronaldo is hanging out with Mr. Beast.
Wow.
You heard that, right? The Cristiano Ronaldo
Yeah.
and YouTube's biggest star.
Huge.
We're talking about a video that's on Ronaldo's YouTube channel,
Yeah.
where they have this conversation. And let me tell you, it gets really interesting.
I'm intrigued.
It's so fascinating to see how these two guys at the top of their totally different worlds,
Yeah.
are both navigating this massive shift we've been seeing from traditional media to these online platforms.
Yeah, it's really a new world out there.
And they both have these huge global audiences.
For sure.
But they're building their brands in such different ways.
Totally.
So right off the bat in this video, Ronaldo drops this bombshell. He wants 1 billion YouTube subscribers.
What?
1 billion.
Wow.
Now, even Mr. Beast, who's built like a whole empire on
That's
YouTube,
the king.
was like, whoa, man, that's a long game.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Ronaldo's already got 324 million subscribers.
That's a good start.
So is this even possible?
That's the $1 million question, or should I say the $1 billion question?
Right.
I mean, he's got the name recognition. There's no doubt about that. But could he actually balance, a pro football career with the demands of YouTube?
Yeah.
I mean, to hit those kinds of numbers, you've got to be churning out top-tier content constantly, stuff that's really going to resonate with this global audience.
Yeah, well, Mr. Beast, being the YouTube mastermind that he is, he had some pretty interesting ideas.
Okay, I'm listening.
He suggested Ronaldo to tap into those football connections, collaborations with guys like Tom Brady.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Imagine post-game analysis videos with those two.
That's gold.
And get this. He even suggested Ronaldo react to his own top 10 goals.
Oh, that's good.
That's pure YouTube gold, right?
YouTube gold.
So smart.
Collaborations are key in the YouTube game.
For sure.
It's all about cross-pollinating those audiences.
Yeah.
And think about it. We've got these algorithm-driven platforms now.
Right.
If you can tap into real-time events like games,
Yeah.
create that sense of urgency. That's what gets people clicking.
Yeah, and then they got into this hilarious conversation about thumbnails.
Cool.
Apparently, Ronaldo's been making the rookie mistake of open-mouth thumbnails.
Oh, no.
Which Mr. Beast, in all his YouTube wisdom, labeled cringe.
Oh, really?
So there you have it, folks. Straight from the horse's mouth. If you want to win on YouTube, keep those lips sealed for the thumbnail.
Interesting.
It sounds funny, but it actually speaks to a much deeper point.
I think so, too.
YouTubers like Mr. Beast, they've cracked the code on audience psychology. They know how to get those clicks, how to make that content addictive.
It's a science.
And it's not just about the video itself. It's the title, the thumbnail, the editing, the whole package.
I think you're right.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. They both start talking about how they handle fame.
Okay.
And what's wild is they both kind of shrug it off.
Really?
They're both super dedicated to their work, obviously, but hitting these crazy milestones, it's almost like it doesn't faze them.
Huh. It makes you wonder, at that level of fame, do those numbers even matter the same way?
Right.
Maybe it's less about personal validation and more about just being a metric of success in their respective fields.
Yeah.
Like they're both driven by this internal fire, not the external pressure.
But let's be real, dealing with that level of fame can't be easy.
No way.
Ronaldo can't even get on a regular flight without causing total pandemonium.
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Beast even joked about paying to see that chaos unfold.
I can see it.
It really highlights the psychological impact of mega fame, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine the constant scrutiny,
I know.
the lack of privacy.
Right.
They're both living under a microscope.
Totally.
It takes a very particular personality type
For sure.
to not just survive that, but to thrive in it.
Absolutely.
Speaking of thriving, we've got to talk about Mr. Beast's crazy challenges.
Oh, yeah. He's a different breed.
This guy is on another level.
Uh-huh.
We're talking buried alive for 7 days, solitary confinement, surviving on a deserted island.
He's fearless.
The things he puts himself through, it's mind-boggling.
I know, it's crazy.
What's fascinating is that this kind of content, it really taps into like our deepest human instincts.
Yeah.
We're wired for these survival stories, for pushing the limits of what's possible.
It's like that primal instinct.
It's like we get to experience those extremes vicariously through him and maybe even confront our own fears and limitations in the process.
Yeah, maybe.
He even showed Ronaldo the actual coffin they used to bury him alive.
Oh, wow.
A week in that thing.
I can't even imagine.
I think I'd go stir crazy after an hour.
Me too.
But think about it. Millions of people tune in to watch these challenges.
It's true.
And it's not just about the shock value.
Right.
Mr. Beast is a master storyteller.
Yeah, he's good.
He documents the entire experience, the physical and emotional toll it takes, the highs and lows.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so compelling.
Makes sense.
And the numbers speak for themselves.
They do.
His real-life Squid Game video racked up a crazy 600 million views.
And then there's the Last to Leave Circle wins $500,000 video.
Oh, yeah, saw that one.
Another smash hit with nearly 500 million views.
Huge.
It's insane.
That points to a bigger trend we're seeing online right now.
Yeah.
The rise of these real-life event videos.
Yeah.
They have this raw, unpredictable energy that you just don't get with scripted content.
I know.
It's like reality TV on steroids,
Yeah.
but with way higher stakes.
I like that.
Reality TV on steroids.
But the video that truly broke the internet,
Okay.
the one that grabbed the most views in 24 hours in YouTube history,
I wonder what that is.
it involved a giant cube,
Yeah.
a ton of famous YouTubers, and a challenge to be the last one laughing.
Oh, wow.
The grand prize, $1 million for one lucky subscriber.
That's awesome.
Breaking records like that,
Yeah,
it's a huge deal in the YouTube world.
it is.
It shows you the power of collaborations.
Yeah.
You bring together all these massive audiences, and it becomes this massive online event.
It really does.
It's like the Super Bowl of YouTube.
That's a good way to put it.
Now let's circle back to Ronaldo for a sec.
Okay.
The guy's 39 years old and still playing at the top of his game.
It's hard to believe.
And get this, he wants to keep going until he's 90.
Oh, my gosh.
Mr. Beast even joked about Ronaldo being about to die,
Oh, my.
which is hilarious because the guy is a fitness machine.
Yeah, he is.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It is.
It makes you wonder, how are athletes like Ronaldo and LeBron James defying age?
I know.
Are we entering an era where sports science and training regimens are pushing the boundaries of human longevity?
It seems like it.
It definitely makes you think, right?
Yeah,
Ronaldo's drive to achieve the impossible, it's legendary.
it's true.
But could that same drive make him the biggest YouTuber on the planet?
That's a great question.
It's a question we'll keep unpacking as we go deeper into this conversation.
Can't wait. And let's not forget, Ronaldo already has a pretty solid foundation on YouTube.
He does.
His channel has this mix of like behind the scenes training footage,
Yeah.
interviews with other athletes,
Mm-hmm.
even some like heartwarming moments with his family.
It's a good mix.
It is.
It's not all about, chasing trends or going viral.
Right.
You can see that he's trying to give fans this glimpse into his life,
Yes.
his personality.
And I think that authenticity, that realness,
Mm-hmm.
it connects with people no matter what platform you're on.
It really does.
Yeah.
Speaking of extraordinary, did you catch that part where Mr. Beast talked about spending 7 days in solitary confinement?
7 days.
No phone, no contact, just him alone in a white room.
Oh my gosh.
Can you even imagine?
I can't even imagine an hour.
I know.
That challenge, more than any of the others, it really shows how much Mr. Beast's content is about exploring the human mind,
Yeah.
not just these physical limits.
Right.
It makes you think,
Yeah.
how do we deal with isolation with boredom?
Yeah.
What happens when you strip away all of those external stimuli?
That's a good question.
It is.
It's like a real-life social experiment,
Yeah.
pushing the boundaries of human resilience.
It really is.
And somehow he manages to make it entertaining.
Well, that's the brilliance of Mr. Beast.
Mm-hmm.
He takes these extreme experiences and turns them into these captivating stories.
Yeah.
He's not just doing it for the camera.
Right.
He's bringing the viewer along for the ride,
Totally.
letting them see the struggles, the triumphs, the whole messy journey.
And it's not just about suffering for views either.
No.
Remember that video where he gave away $1 million to a random pizza delivery guy?
Oh, yeah?
That was incredible.
It was.
It shows that he's not just about shock value.
Right.
There's a real generosity behind a lot of his content.
That generosity is a big part of why people love him.
I agree.
It taps into that basic human desire to see good things happen to people who deserve it.
It does.
And by getting his audience involved, whether it's through giveaways or just witnessing these acts of kindness, he's building this sense of community,
Yeah.
a shared experience.
He's like a modern-day Robin Hood, spreading wealth and good vibes through his videos. And it's not just about money.
Right.
He's giving back in so many ways, creating opportunities for up-and-coming creators working with charities, using his platform to raise awareness for important causes.
It really makes you realize how much The role of influencers is changing.
Yeah.
They're not just entertainers anymore.
Uh-huh.
They have this incredible power to shake opinions,
For sure.
to make a real difference in the world.
It's pretty inspiring to see someone like Mr. Beast use his platform for good.
It is.
It makes you wonder, what kind of impact could Ronaldo have if he went all in on YouTube?
That's a good question.
Imagine him using his global reach to champion education or support humanitarian efforts, or even promote peace through sports.
Yeah, the possibilities are truly endless.
They are.
And it's not just about Ronaldo or Mr. Beast.
Right.
It's about the potential of these online platforms to connect people,
Yep.
inspire action, and make the world a better place.
Okay, but let's get real for a minute. 1 billion subscribers.
Yeah,
That's a monumental task,
it is.
even for someone as famous as Ronaldo.
I agree.
He's going to need more than just a few collabs and reaction videos to pull that off.
You're absolutely right.
It would require a really strategic, long-term approach.
Uh-huh.
He'd need consistent, high-quality content, a deep understanding of how the YouTube algorithm works.
I mean, it's not just about quantity. It's about creating content that truly resonates with this global audience.
Yeah.
Something that sparks conversation and keeps people coming back for more.
And he has to stay true to himself, to
Totally.
his values, to his love for the game.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, that's what makes Ronaldo so captivating in the first place.
Authenticity is key.
For sure.
People can smell a fake a mile away.
Yeah.
If Ronaldo wants to connect with his YouTube audience,
Mm-hmm.
he needs to let his personality shine through,
Right.
share his story, show people what makes him tick.
It's going to be fascinating to see how this all plays out.
It really is.
Will Ronaldo become the next YouTube superstar?
Who knows?
Will he team up with Mr. Beast for some epic challenge?
I hope so.
Only time will tell.
It will.
But one thing's for sure, we'll be here to analyze every step of the journey.
And we encourage you, as you watch this unfold, to think critically about what this convergence of sports and online entertainment really means.
It's a big deal.
It is.
How is it changing the way we see fame?
Yeah.
What does it mean for the future of media?
Good questions.
These are big questions we all need to be thinking about.
We do.
Now, before we wrap this up,
All right.
there's another fascinating piece of their conversation that we need to unpack.
Yeah.
It's something that both Ronaldo and Mr. Beast touched on, something that's often shrouded in mystery, dealing with fame.
Fame is a double-edged sword, isn't it?
It really is.
It brings incredible opportunities,
Uh-huh.
but also unimaginable challenges.
Yeah.
It can be intoxicating and isolating, exhilarating and exhausting all at the same time.
And both Ronaldo and Mr. Beast have been navigating that for years,
They have.
each in their own way. So let's dig into their perspectives on handling the pressures and privileges of life in the public eye.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so we're back.
We are.
And, we've talked about Ronaldo's YouTube ambition,
Huh?
Mr. Beast's crazy challenges.
Yeah.
But there's like this one big question still kind of hanging in the air.
What's that?
Can Ronaldo actually become the biggest YouTuber in the world?
Oh, it's a good question.
It really makes you think.
It does.
On the one hand, he's got this massive global fan base,
It's huge.
a name that's synonymous with, athletic greatness,
Right.
and he's already got a huge following on YouTube,
He does.
which means there are people out there who want to see his content.
For sure.
Exactly. 324 million subscribers is a mind-blowing number.
It's crazy.
That's more people than live in most countries.
Yeah, it is.
But we've already kind of touched on this.
We have.
Getting to 1 billion subscribers, that's a whole different ballgame.
It really is.
It definitely
To
is.
hit those kinds of numbers, he'd need to be incredibly strategic with his content
Uh-huh.
and really tap into what works on YouTube.
Right.
It's not just about being famous.
No.
It's about creating content that resonates with a global audience week after week.
And let's not forget, the guy's still an active world-class footballer.
That's right.
Can you imagine trying to juggle training matches
Yeah.
and all of his other commitments with a serious YouTube schedule?
Yeah, it'd be a lot.
That's a lot to handle.
It really comes down to priorities.
Right.
Would he be willing to shift some of his focus away from football to really dive headfirst into the world of YouTube?
That's a tough call.
It is a tough call for anyone to make.
But, if anyone can pull it off, it's probably Ronaldo.
Maybe.
This is the guy who wants to be playing pro football when he's 90 years old.
I know, it's wild.
He's always aiming for the impossible.
His ambition is definitely a factor here.
Yeah.
And remember, in his conversation with Mr. Beast, he seemed genuinely curious about how to succeed on YouTube.
He did.
He wasn't afraid to ask questions and learn from someone who's already mastered the game.
Remember all that advice Mr. Beast gave him?
Yeah.
Collaborating with other athletes, making reaction videos, focusing on football-related content. Those are all really smart strategies that could definitely help Ronaldo grow his channel.
And don't underestimate the power of his personality.
Oh.
Ronaldo comes across as charismatic and charming in his videos. He's funny, he's relatable, and he seems to genuinely enjoy connecting with his fans online.
Plus, there's just something so inspiring about his story.
Yeah,
He came from nothing to become one of the greatest footballers of all time.
it's true.
That story of hard work, perseverance, and achieving your dreams, it resonates with people everywhere.
It's a powerful narrative.
It is.
And it's something he can definitely use to his advantage on YouTube.
Right.
Imagine him sharing his training secrets, his mindset strategies, his tips for dealing with pressure. That kind of content would be gold for anyone who wants to achieve their goals, not just aspiring athletes. So could Cristiano Ronaldo really become the biggest YouTuber in the world?
It's the question.
That's a long shot. There's no doubt about that. But with his global fame, his incredible ambition, and his willingness to adapt, it might not be totally out of reach.
What's exciting is that this whole conversation has sparked so much curiosity and anticipation.
It has.
It just goes to show you the power of these two personalities, the blurring lines between traditional media and online content, and the infinite possibilities of the digital age.
So there you have it, our deep dive into the meeting of Cristiano Ronaldo and Mr. Beast.
We did.
We've explored their ambitions, their thoughts on fame, and the potential impact of their connection.
And the big question, can Ronaldo conquer YouTube, is still up in the air.
It is.
Yeah.
And we'll be right here watching closely as it all unfolds. Until next time.
Until next time.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the world around you.
See.